Hey guys, we are live again for the first time in 2017. Welcome back, everyone. I know we were gone since I think Christmas. We took a break for Christmas break and we came back now for the first time. So, you guys know the drill. I'm going to let you guys get started by putting your posts, your things that you're celebrating in Outlook. Okay, we're at the end of the year, brand new year, 2017. You guys should have a whole bunch of goals that you're getting ready to share. I mean, usually when we do this, we're talking about 1 week of goals that we're celebrating, but my homework for last call was to really think about the entire year and what you were celebrating for the whole year and what you want to celebrate going into the next year. To evaluate, to think about what you accomplished and what you didn't accomplish, what your goals are going to be, what you're going to set out to do. So now this is your chance. You've had a whole 2 weeks this time to really think about what it is that you wanted to celebrate. So I want you to really, really like go crazy in the box below. I want to see some awesome celebration stuff. And I don't want it to be, just your Avon business, whether or not you move title or whether or not you increase your sales, because our goals are so much more than that. I want to know what you accomplished, what you want to celebrate, what achievements you had, what you're proud of yourself for, what you want to pat yourself on the back for. This is your chance to brag. I know some of you maybe don't have uplines and downlines and teams and friends and family who are supportive of you. So this is the place for you to get happy about the things that you celebrated. And I don't care what it is. This is a judgment-free zone. Nobody here is going to judge you or look down on your goals. I always say that this is your chance to be proud out loud about whatever it is that you accomplished. So get going below. I want to see some celebration in the chat box, and I want to get some more people on the chat. So let me see who we have so far. Hey, Jessica M, first one on our call for brand new year. So welcome, Jessica. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Janet. Happy New Year, Jess. Jessica Z is also here, so I have both Jessicas. I am going to be tongue-tied and making a mess all call. Jessica Z, Jessica M. Have to differentiate. Hey, Anitra, welcome back, guys. All right, let's see what we can do with this call. I'm going to share and invite and, the whole nine. Get the whole team on the call. And you guys feel free to share, invite, post, etc., etc. And we can get this call going live. So, did you guys do anything cool for the holidays? Did anybody go away or, I don't know, have any big celebrations? We're not big party people here in the Haynes household. We are bunker down, shut the world out, kind of disappear, go off on our own, spend some time with like immediate family kind of people. So we're not big party people. So if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, Pinterest, whatever, I don't usually post family stuff on Pinterest, but if you're on any of my social media, for the first time in like the entire year, usually the holidays is a time where you don't really see much from me because we I don't know, just don't do much of anything. But I have to say, sometimes you just need that. Like for me, I really had to take a conscious, really make a conscious effort to unplug from the world and social media. I was off from Christmas. Christmas was a Sunday this year. So I was off from the Friday before Christmas all the way through. Today's my first day back at work, first day back with you guys, but I really had to disconnect and unplug because sometimes I just find that I need that. Like, you guys know me, normally when I'm on vacation, I'm working my business. You guys see the pictures, and not that I didn't work this weekend. I did have orders to deliver and customers to follow up with. I did do some customer searching, but there were some days where I was just like, my goal for today is to get up, shower, and get back into my pajamas. Sometimes you just need those days. But for me, it's sort of a time to reflect and refresh. I'm an introvert. I'm not an extroverted person who likes to be around people all the time. I love you guys, but when the party is done, go back home. And I find sometimes I kind of struggle, and I'll tell you guys, I'm always transparent with you. I'll always be open and honest with you. Sometimes a lot of people around all the time is hard for me, and I need that time to disconnect myself, unplug, and kind of be alone with my own thoughts. And so this past week and a half was my time to do that. And as you can see, I've come back refreshed, re-energized. So I'm really glad that I did that. And I don't know what you guys normally do, but hopefully you had a chance to refresh, recharge the batteries, think back on your year, reevaluate, and make plans. I definitely did make plans. I feel like sometimes when you're doing a lot and there's a lot on your plate, you don't take the time that you need to kind of take a step back and see what it is that you're doing. And sometimes when you disconnect and you're not doing anything, things just start to click. You start getting ideas. And I found that a lot of times when I didn't have anything to do, ideas were just coming to me. Things that I had been struggling with and trying to figure out, all of a sudden were making sense. So don't, I mean, like I said, it's different for everyone. If you're a person who's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months a year, that is great for you. That's not me. But don't be afraid. I feel like, especially in society nowadays, we're so it's kind of become like taboo to disconnect and plug. Like, everybody wants to be on all the time. But that's one of the things I like about this, because there's no shame for spending time with your family. And it's something that a business that you can work while you're with your family at the same time. You could work it into your family life. You could work it around your family life, or through, down, and around your family life. So I love that this business allows you to do that. And my boss for my day job, my job job, was kind of joking with me. He was like, I'll see you here next week. I was like, no, you will not. But I still work my Avon business because it doesn't feel like work. But that was my holiday, nothing exciting except for the fact that I didn't do anything, which I was super excited about. I know, like, my best friend is like the kind of person who wants to do everything and go everywhere with everyone, and I'm like, I don't want to. I please, no. She's like, she gets me the list of all the parties that are happening. We're in New York, which is like party central. You guys come here to party. And I'm like, I want to go to a cabin somewhere. I want to leave. You come here and I'll go to where you came from. But that's just not me. Hey, Milagros, glad to see you guys. Happy New Year. Kelly says she's all settled and ready to learn. Yeah, we have some great stuff we're going to be sharing here today. I have some ideas to kickstart your new year. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Tiffany said she ended the year in good health, and she's super excited to branch out in her neighborhoods and find more team members. Awesome. I love that thought, Tiffany. Jessica says it's nice to, Jessica Z says it's nice to rest and recharge, gearing up for awesome 2017. Yay, me too. Janet says that's her goal too sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you just need to unplug. Hey, Sandra, girlfriend, you owe me a drink. No, we've been planning to like have a girls' night and hang out for drinks forever ago. But Sandra, you're the only person who's allowed to call me on the holidays so that we can go out for drinks. That's you. Malagra says she feels the same way. You gotta enjoy the quiet moments. Helps her meditate. Millie says I should come to Florida. Is it quiet in Florida? I feel like it would have just as much hustle and bustle as New York. We'll see. Maybe in Naples, huh? Malagra says new goals and push. Yes. Definitely setting some new goals for the new year. Kelly says they rescheduled the holidays for when her Marine Corps son comes home. Aww. He's going to be on leave in January. Kelly, I hope he returns safely and that you guys have an awesome time together. All right, guys. So I'm not done waiting for the wins because that was all Happy New Year stuff. Don't think you got out of your wins for the week and your wins for the year. So I want to see those in the box. All right. So while you guys are sharing your wins, first I'm going to put this guy into do not disturb mode so you guys don't have to listen to my phone vibrating throughout the call. But for me, 2017 is actually it's going to be a weird time for me. I think it's going to be very intense, and I think it's going to be a little tough and challenging because I have some deadlines that I have to meet this year within like my personal life. So it's gonna be interesting balancing Avon and business, but I've tried to kind of make some plans on how I can accomplish both, because, and I'm going to talk about it in our call today, but I feel like, first of all, I don't know how you guys who are moms and grandmas and working, holding down a full-time job, working your Avon business, locking that down. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm tired and I do not have kids. But I was saying, there's a lot that's going to be happening in 2017, and I kind of took this past week to think about. First of all, as I mentioned with you guys, I take the end of the year as a chance to look back on the previous year to see what I accomplished and what I didn't accomplish, and where my shortcomings were and how I can improve. So I kind of like picked out some things that I want to be doing in the new year to help me get closer to my goals. And I didn't set completely new goals. I just I changed some timelines for some goals. I updated, I shouldn't say change. I updated the timeline for some of my goals. I've updated some of my goals because, of course, if your goal is to make, say, President's Club by December of 2016, that's not a valid goal anymore. You need a new goal. So I've updated a lot of my goals for the new year. Oh, Kelly. ANTS is actually my team name, but it stands for Action, New Beginnings, Tenacity, and Success. It was a name that I came up with for my team. We have t-shirts too, but I feel like it's just something that is open to everyone because we all are here to take action and start fresh, and we all have tenacity and we're all looking for success, hopefully. So that's what I just call this team call. Yes. But my goals for the new year are updated. They're ready to go. I've locked them in. I've set dates throughout the year, and I'm going to be sharing. I'm not going to share a lot of them. I'm not going to share all of them with you. I'm going to share some because a lot of them are kind of just boring and depressing to me. So won't be getting into those on this chat. But I think it's important for us to have goals. So while you guys are celebrating your goals in the bottom the chat box, I want you guys also to start thinking about your goals for the new year. And I'm going to give you some tips that I was thinking about that I wanted to share with you. A lot of my calls have actually been goal-based because I feel like, and I've probably said this a million times, but I feel like there are so many videos and trainings from representatives on Facebook, on YouTube, in the What's New, and I'm going to be sharing some of them with you tonight. So I don't feel like, a lot of times I don't concentrate a call, okay, one of my goals is to stop calling this thing, this live chat, a call. But one of my goals for the calls are not just to give you something to do, but to also encourage and motivate you a little bit. Because when I watch other leaders, Molly Bibb, Milagros, Lisa Wilbur, Teresa Paul, anybody who's doing calls that I watch, I feel like the most motivation for me is not much, okay, go out and give out brochures, because we kind of know that. We know that that's our job, to get customers and get brochures. And we're usually looking for tips and tricks for how to improve those skills that we already know that we have to do. So I try to sprinkle in with, the obvious, go out and get customers, hand out brochures. I try to add a little bit of some goal setting stuff, some motivation, some success tips. So this video is going to be very focused on setting your goals. But before I get into that, because I'm still waiting for the success stuff to happen in the chat box below, I want to share some of the things that I am super excited about. So right now, most of you are probably in campaign 3, ending campaign 2. I think RPS 10 has their campaign 2 end next week. So I wanted to jump into campaign 3. I kind of touched on campaign 2 for the last couple of calls, but I wanted to touch on campaign 3, especially the Avon Living Catalog. Have you guys seen this book? I mean, not only is it a beautiful pink, lovely for us Avon people, but this is full of so many great ideas. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit biased as an architectural designer. Space, living, home decor, all of that is really interesting to me. So for me, it was like flipping through a magazine, Ready Made, Better Homes and Gardens, those types of magazines, Elle Decor, because I love reading house tips, how to decorate and how to maximize your space. And, because I'm an architect, that stuff, the architectural designer, that stuff kind of interests me. But for me personally, this year, one of my goals was to get my space in order. So I spent this last week just organizing my space. It literally took me a week to organize my one room. And I wasn't doing any major overhauls, but I found that I accumulated a lot of stuff that I wanted to get rid of. And stuff that I was holding on to that really I didn't need to. And I'm going to be showing you in the next call some of the things that I've been working on to improve my business and, you know, consolidate and move forward with trainings and things like that. But one of the things that I was working a lot on is just maximizing the space that I'm in. For those of you who live on acres and acres of land, wonderful for you. I live in the city. Space is not only expensive, but in short supply. So I try to maximize the space that I have with, as you can see in the back, I have a billion acrylic drawers for my makeup, my brushes, my jewelry. I think that's mostly makeup and jewelry in this area here. But I also have for shoes and for clothes. And when I was looking through this Avon Living catalog, I was like, okay, awesome. Because a lot of times when you get these when you look in the catalogs, it's a lot of I don't know, potter stuff for plants. And I was like, okay, I don't have anywhere for plants and I'm not really a plant person, but this was stuff that you can really leverage for your customers regardless of whatever space they're in. And I got really excited about it. I'm not a gardens person, that's my mom. I'm a city girl who has a lot of stuff to store and keep straight. So this is really helpful for that. So this is a catalog that I think all of you should be getting out to your customers. The Avon Living catalog is a way for you to expand your customer base because, you know, we all have those customers who are like, I don't use skincare, I don't use makeup, whatever else, but you have a home or space to decorate. I don't own a home, but I have a space that I need to, you know, make, I don't know, livable, appealing. You know, everybody wants their space in their house to look nice, right? So the campaign 3, this is the Avon Living for campaign 3 to campaign 7. So when you invest in your Avon Living catalog, it lasts for quite a while. So try to order these and share them with your customers because the items in there have an appeal to a wide variety of people, men and women alike. Everyone has stuff that they want to store. People have kitchens and whatnot. So here on the first page, they're explaining that all the new house products that Avon is coming out with, they're no longer going to be in the catalog. So the main catalog is going to be beauty products. The Avon Living catalog is going to be household products. I think probably like toys and stuff. But decor is going to be in the Avon Living catalog. So keep that in mind. When you're talking to customers, make sure you have a couple of Avon Living catalogs on hand so that when they tell you they don't wear makeup or whatever, you can show them the products here. And then again, say hi to me, yay. Avon has this action plan. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you that I completely forgot on the other side of the room that I will show for another week is I always mention that these are pages that you can tear out and laminate so that you can keep. This has a really great action plan for success, and they are basically telling you order the magazine, show the demos, and get social. So when you're going through the products here, beautiful, beautiful decor, great layout on the pages. It's very much like a magazine. When you're going through here, don't just look through, show it to your customers face to face. You know, strike up a conversation with your customers because a lot of this stuff is stuff that is very livable. These little trays, I love them because you can put clothing, socks, underwear, I don't know, CDs, anything like little small chapstick stuff. We always have scissors and tape, and we don't have DVDs and VHS anymore, thankfully, because that was another pain in the butt. But we always have these little things lying around, baubles that we need. This is a great way to clean up your space. And I love items like this because it gives your space organization, and it, you know, it gives you symmetry. I'm pretty sure these are stackable, but they'll probably fit in most drawer spaces, under the table, under the chair, even if you don't have this exact centerpiece from probably IKEA. You can line them up under your table. Most of us have that little space under our what do you call it, coffee tables. This is a great way to organize magazines, your keys. By your front door, one of my organizational things is the mail. The mail. the mail is out of control. How many people got like a bazillion magazines and letters? And I'm not talking stuff that you actually want to get, like Christmas cards. I mean the junk mail and the credit card offers for the holidays. I'm at the point now where I'm like, don't even bring it into the house. I stand up at the door and I sort it. I usually end up with a stack of mail like this, with like one little piece of paper that I actually need and the rest is garbage. So one of the things that we do is we put all the mail at the front door. Don't even want it in the house. So this is a great way to maybe organize your mail, your keys, when you first come in the house, so that you always know where to find it. Little things like this, great way to organize. Wall hangers, these little shelf things are awesome. My favorites, as I said, I love the acrylic stuff. Most of our customers are beauty and makeup and jewelry customers. This little holder here, I like that it's the perfect size. I like that they displayed the cotton and the Q-tips, because that's kind of one of the things you don't really know where to put. I have them in a drawer, this white drawer here. I have them in a little drawer tray, but a lot of times when you're going to use cotton and Q-tips and tissues, sometimes I usually have stuff on my hand, probably makeup. I don't want to open my white drawer. So this is something that's easy to clean, looks very presentable. These are great ways to display your makeup. Put those things on display. If you have beauty lovers, show your customers how awesome that is. Tweet about it, post it to Pinterest. One of the things that I want to say to you guys was, I don't know how many of you guys are on Pinterest, but one of the things that are most shared on Pinterest are organization, home decor, architectural, interior spaces. So start sharing on Pinterest, because people want to know. That's where people go for ideas, especially if they're getting ready to organize their space. Nowadays, a lot of people will go to Pinterest first. They Google first, and then they go to Pinterest and they keep boards. That is actually where I got the idea for this makeup table. It's one of those assemble ones from IKEA, but I don't know if you can see here. Let me tilt. This container thing underneath, it's not a part of the table. It's like just plastic drawers. So I have my table with my plastic drawers underneath and my acrylic drawers on top. I know it's too much information. You guys are all up in my bedroom space, but that was an idea that I got from Pinterest and I was able to put it together. People love do-it-yourself kind of stuff. So share this idea with them. I don't know why, but I always feel like the makeup table space ideas are one of the most shared things on Pinterest. That and clothing. The next item I love is storage idea. We never have enough room and closet space for clothing, blankets, pillowcases, towels, shoes. Ladies, shoes. This storage, I don't know what they call it, underbed canvas storage, is a great way to store and hide the crap that you don't want people to see when they come over. All of us have that chair in our room which is full of clothes, right? Do you guys have that? I have that. I cleaned it up this weekend, so now it's an empty chair. Although the one that I'm currently sitting in is also supposed to be a room chair, but it has stuff in it most of the time. Put all that stuff in your underbed storage and hide it away. Take pictures of it. Share it on Pinterest and on Instagram and on your social media. Get conversations going with your customers. How many of you have customers who are always complaining about how cluttered their house is, how they can't have guests over? I know we're always complaining about that in our house. So this is a viable option to help with that. And the catalog is just full of really great space savers. One of the things I like about a lot of the items in here is that they take advantage of spaces that aren't usually utilized. For me, especially if we're working with clients who, like I don't design closet storage or anything, but a lot of times one of the biggest problems that our interior clients complain about is just not having enough space. And a lot of times, especially in New York City, we have a lot of pre-war buildings which have high ceilings, 8, 9, 10 feet high. Great, beautiful space, but a lot of it isn't utilized. So a great way to maximize whatever space you have, even if it's a small square footage, is to just use that vertical space that you have. So I like that this catalog is utilizing a lot of that vertical storage space that we normally don't access. Love this thing, by the way. I can't figure out where I would put it, but I'm thinking scarves on the S hooks. I'm thinking, this is interesting because a lot of these things aren't so, a lot of the things that you find, they tend to have one use and they don't really come with a lot of different accessories. But one of the things I liked about this is that you have the shelf, you have the rack, you have the little S hook. So it gives you a lot of different options. So you can have this system in your house for whatever it is. Towels, hand towels, I don't know, toys for the kids, your perfumes, your soaps in the bathrooms, you can have it in the kitchen. I like things like this that are versatile because they give you the continuity and they maximize the vertical space. So you can have a space, put these in a couple of different places around the house. It kind of gives like a continuity around the house. It's similar. It's not like you bought a bunch of different things, which is usually what happens. You have you need a place to put your spoons, you buy one system. And you need a place to put your soap in the kitchen, you buy something else. And it tends to make the space look very cluttered sometimes. But this is a great way to help your customers just kind of organize, like visually organize the spaces that they're in. This guy, can you guys see it? Yeah, okay. This guy here is a closet. Underneath, closet in the middle, I keep my handbags at the top shelf and I keep my shoes all the way on top. So I have about 9 to 10 feet worth of space that I've utilized because I don't have the floor space in here to have my shoes laid out on the floor. I use a lot of my vertical space. On the left side, I have a bookcase, and I've told you guys about my jewelry collection. Let's see if we could pan. Wall space, jewelry. I wish that I had this stupid hook thing when I was trying to find a space for my jewelry, because this is something that, you know, attaches and that you can hang and utilize that space. So share these things with your customers, because a lot of us, not everyone is doing the diet thing. We'll get into that later on in the call, but they've got your diet people covered too. I'm just not one of them. I know I need to be. Stop looking, but I'm not one of them. One of the biggest things people want to do is maximize their space. Just make their space more livable. Make it cute. We all want the house that we see on Lifestyles and Rich and Famous, and that we see in the celebrities' homes. So, you know, this is a great way, an affordable way to share that with your customers. So before I segue into geeking out in the nerd zone, let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's see. I know I have like reactions and I'm not reading what I'm saying. Okay, so Milagro says that I was featured in some of the What's New brochures. Thank you. I'm so excited and I'm so honored and you know, excited that Avon would share these photos with me. Side note, I gave my dad a brochure, the Campaign 2 brochure that I'm in, so I'm waiting for him to realize that I'm in there. Jessica says one of her goals is to be on more Facebook Lives. Girl, I will watch you. Get on there. Kelly said wonderful for us OCD people. Yes, I am one of those people. I can't show you my computer table now because it's on the other side of the room, but I have drawers. Like, there's a drawer for pencils, there's a drawer for screws. I love like little drawers things. So yes, if you have friends who are OCD, get them this catalog. They're gonna go crazy. Janet says she just ordered a bunch of them. Can't wait to start handing them out. Yeah, leverage these Avon Living catalogs. Alicia says she tried ordering and only received 5 in Campaign 2. She tried ordering them again and the website said they're sold out. Order them anyway. I've ordered sometimes and they tell me they're sold out. It'll go on back order. And then when they are available, you'll get them. These catalogs last, like I said, from Campaign 3 to Campaign 7. So you do have quite a while to share them. And I don't know if it's in Campaign 3, but sometimes the catalog has a little mini preview piece. No, it's not in Campaign 2. I have to check the Campaign 3 catalog. But even if they're not available right now, still purchase them, Alicia. And when they are available, share with your customers. But also, let your customers know that a lot of this stuff is while supplies last. So don't sleep on it. Tell them not to wait until Campaign 8 to try to back order from Campaign 7, something that they saw in here. Tell them, you know, these things are really popular, so they sell out fast. Anitra says if you order the regular brochures, the outlets, Living Catalog, and other books come for free. Yes, the more catalogs you look, Avon wants you to succeed in this business. They give a lot of this stuff to you for free and at a discount. So make sure that you're ordering brochures. You will get outlets and Avon Living Catalogs. A lot of times you get them for free. I think Campaign 26. I think it was Campaign 25 or 26. I ordered like 200 brochures and they sent me 200 outlets. I was like, wonderful. My customers were excited because I don't give out outlets like I should. But it's a great way to save you money. And you guys have seen my videos. I use the outlets for the bombitas, the sample packs, and I give them to in my customer orders. So that's just one less expense for you. Hey, Cindy. Thanks for joining. Kathleen, welcome to the call. Melissa S. Happy New Year, Kathleen. Yes, Kelly, and your what's new is, sorry, not your what's new, your Avon Living is going to be on your e-store. So if you can't get the physical book, let your customers know that they could still find the items online. And I strongly recommend sharing your e-store through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And again, do not find like 10 products and list them all back to back on your Facebook stream, because what someone is going to do is, your friend or your family member who's following you on Facebook, they're going to see this stream of 35 products. They'll probably notice the first, maybe second and third ones, and then they're just going to scroll up. So from 5 through 10, all of those items you pasted are going to be moot point. That no one's going to see them. They're just going to not make any impact. Space your post out by at least an hour. Put like an hour in between each post. Don't just spam all the things, because people are going to fly by them and then you've wasted your time. And last but not least, from the Avon Living catalog, I was geeking out in the last catalog because they had the, I think it was R2D2 plush. Yeah, it was R2D2. Now they have BB-8. Okay, now look, I know the Avon catalog says kids, right? But to be honest with you, Star Wars came out in what, 60s, 70s? Yeah, I think it was the 60s or 70s. So the Star Wars fans are adults. Yes, the kids, but also adults. So don't take this and say, okay, well, you know, who do I know who has kids? And just stop there. Who do you know who's a nerd? Like Georgie. I'm gonna order a BB-8. And I'm not a kid. Who do you know who's a Star Trek fan? Who do you know who's a fan of collectibles? I kid you not, but when the first Star Wars came out, it was actually episode 3, but it was the first one. Anyway, when it first came out, there were people who bought the toys, and the at that time they were just toys. They weren't collectibles. They saved them. And now, 60, 70 years later, that stuff is worth good money. So there are people who collect this stuff. I am one of them. I will not tell you what I have because I will embarrass myself here on National Live Facebook. But Star Wars is not the only show that I follow. So all this nerd stuff that we are into. And I mean, nerds are some of the biggest fans out there. Hello, Comic-Con. We dress up as these characters. So who do you know who's a nerd? Who you know who's a big Star Wars fan? Not only the kids, the teenagers, the adults, anybody. Let them know that Avon has BB-8 because a lot of people do not know. Darth Vader is here, BB-8 is here, and again, talking about the vertical storage again, Darth Vader and, is that R2-D2? I think that's C-3PO. I don't know, but it's Star Wars stuff. So share with everyone. Don't put limits on anything. That is going to be our theme for 2017, no limits. Also continuing with new items from the core what's new. See, look, Kelly loves BB-8 and we're adults. So Kelly, are you buying a BB-8? I think I am. I have to find some way to put them now because C-3PO and R2-D2 take up too much space. Launching in campaign 3, Little Black Dress, brand new fragrance. Make sure your customers have a sample, or if you can't do the samples, buy the full-size bottle and let them try it. What you can do is, I don't have it here, but I showed you in the last call, those little lace, silk rose petals. Spray them with the fragrance, let them sit so they don't feel soggy. Put a couple of them in your Avon orders so that your customers' orders smell like it. Those flower petals hold a fragrance for a long time. And then your customers can use them in a little satchel. You guys know these little things? These little organza bags? If you're feeling thrifty, but don't break the bank on these things. It's just not worth it. But if you're feeling thrifty, put a couple of rose petals in an organza bag so that your customers can then put it in their toiletry bag in their drawer so that they get that nice fragrance. And when they get used to the smell, they'll ask you what it is, but of course you will tell them. You will put the name of the product that you were sampling in there so that your customers know that it is the Little Red Dress. You can also use strips of paper. One of the women in my team, in my district, is always talking about the cotton balls. You can spray a couple of cotton balls and leave them in there as well. You can spray your physical Avon bag and, you know, just to have that smell. Customers will ask what the heck that smell is, and then you can tell them. Here in the campaign 3 What's New, they also have another fragrance chart. These are the things that you want to cut out and save for future reference, because you always have you will always have the customer who, you know, they need a new fragrance, whether they're male or female, and they're looking for ideas and tips for what to get. You can use this fragrance chart to help them find a fragrance that they like. I am a big fan of Little Red Dress because, as you can see, it fits in the warm and spicy category, but Avon also gives you other fragrances that are kind of similar. So if they're kind of chic, trendy kind of person, and if they like the warm and spicy, then they're here in the Little Black Dress, Little Red Dress, Faraway, Amari, Avon, Prima. So if you have a customer who is using any of those other fragrances, you can recommend the Little Red Dress to them. There's a good chance that they would like it. I shared with you that I like the Christian Lacroix Rouge, very spicy. I liked I actually wasn't a big fan of Faraway Gold, but I did like Little Black Dress. So, you know, kind of use that to gauge what your customers like. And you can give them different fragrance ideas. I like to change my fragrance for seasons. So I do have a Thanksgiving fragrance. I do have a Christmas fragrance. I do have like a New Year's, Valentine's Day fragrance. I have a going to the supermarket fragrance. I have a coming out of the shower, just want to be fresh and clean fragrance. And I do have like an evening night out kind of fragrance. So women love different fragrances. As a matter of fact, so do men. I have men who have like a gym fragrance and they have like a work fragrance. So encourage your customers to try new things. And, you know, what does it kill them to try it? You might find that they like it. Get them samples, because if without the samples, it's just going to be another new fragrance in the book. They're not going to realize that it's there until it's almost ready to come out of the book. So get that fragrance to them early and as soon as possible. Avon has this great offer for you. Many samples. So get those samples out to your customers. Let them try a new fragrance, because we're in a new season. Christmas and the holidays are over. We're going more into Valentine's Day. Guys need fragrances for the women in their lives. They don't know what to buy. So use that as an opportunity. Speaking of Valentine's Day, perfect segue. I'm loving these Precious Charms things. Cherished Memories is what we're calling them. But you know, the ladies, like in these pictures, they have all those things on their wrists. They're all about the charm bracelets, and it's actually a great gift, because if you get someone, say, the necklace or the bracelet, you could keep ordering charms for them. So if you, in campaign, I don't know when it launched, but for Christmas, Avon had the charms bracelet for the holidays with the little holiday charms. They were cute, right? So for the people who bought that charm bracelet for, I think it was, I don't know if it was a bracelet or a necklace set. I actually have it too, but it was in that big red box. Whether or not they bought it for themselves or for a friend or family member, Valentine's Day is coming, Mother's Day is coming, and a whole new slew of holidays. Avon has brand new charms for the new holidays, and a lot of these are great and generic. They have the family roots, live, laugh, love, like just classic stuff that anybody would like. So it's a great way for you as a representative to build your orders. Go back and see who ordered that charm bracelet from you, and get reconnected with them and let them know that there are brand new charms coming out. The people you know who are sentimental and who like to wear their heart and their family on their sleeve, you know, these are great gifts for them. People who are proud out loud about their family. I thought there's one that says red hearts, red rose, always in my heart. I like that one. The one that's always in my heart, engrave them back. Perfect gifts. Let the guys know they need gifts for the sappy ladies in their lives so that we can get all emotional. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not big on the emotional stuff. I am the girl who gets to the movie theater and says, I'm not watching romance. I want the action nerd flick. But I really felt like, oh, these are so cute. I would be a sappy, mushy mess if I got these. Uh, on the other side, these are the ones that I really like. The Precious Charms bracelets. These are for me. They have the one that says, because I love you, you hold the key, and another one that says, I love you to the moon. So really great gifts. So get these out. They're $5.99 for the bracelets, $3.99 for each charm, and $7.99 for the bracelet, $9.99 for the necklace. So have a couple on hand, on stock, to show your customers how cute they are. The Avon jewelry always looks better in person. So have them on hand. They're all shiny and bright. The customers will love them. Last but not least, continuation of the little red dress theme. I have this dress. You guys saw me in it for the, it's on my mug, Beauty Boss event that we did, as well as this necklace. Again, I was just saying it, the jewelry always much better in person. This is the necklace on the back of the Campaign 3 What's New. I don't know why it just looks, I guess it's because it catches the light, but I've worn this necklace a couple of times and everybody's always like, oh, what is that? Where did you get it? And I'm like, it's Avon. And they fall on their face like, get out of here. That's Avon? But it's just really elegant. It's very nice. For me, this is one of my Christmas jewelry pieces. But it just looks really good in person. And it fits a lot of, all of Avon jewelry is adjustable. So it fits a lot of different necklines. And I don't know, I just like the big gaudy pieces because they're eye-catching, and that's actually what's in now. These really big pieces, jewelry, accessories are a great way to build your business, and again, for the gifts. So wholesome little black dress, little red dress, beauty boss parties. Last year I did a little black dress event. It was one of my best events that I had. I had all the ladies come dressed in a little black dress, and we sat around, we talked, we encouraged each other, and just met with a couple of different beauty bloggers and people in different careers. So host a little red dress party. Pull out your best little red dress and have an event. Feature a fragrance and let your customers try it. So I have rattled on and on about our new products because there's so many. I'm so excited about all this new stuff that new Avon is bringing around, and you can tell because I own half of it. You can tell because I'm excited about it, and my customers see that, and when I have new products I share that with them, whether be it through samples or just talking about it, like these are the products that are new, or they see me in it and they can ask, what is that, where is it from? They usually at this point, I know they know, and they ask because I look like this, but I love when they ask, like, where did you get that from? And I get to say Avon because it's my business and it's my company, and I know that the proceeds from here are going towards small community affair events, and the customers feel good about that too. So they support some gigantic mega chain company. You can support a small woman, sometimes a few good men, woman owned business that's local in the community. So all right, so that's that on product. Let's jump into our goals and kicking off the 2017 year. So you guys are seeing a lot of the great products that Avon is having out there. And I always say this is a two-part system. Avon is doing their job. They're bringing out great advertising. They're bringing out great products. They're giving you the tools to educate yourself and know the products and share the products with your customers. So now it's on us to take that and make it into something. So as I said, hopefully you guys took some time to set up your goals for the new year. You've evaluated what year, shortfalls, achievements, everything, and now you're ready to find some success for 2017. I don't know why, but I feel like this year is going to be a really good year. Notwithstanding everything that happened in 2017, there was some stuff that happened in 2017 that didn't make it easy, that wasn't encouraging, but I still feel like 2017 is going to be great, and I think that it's going to be a good year because we're going to make it a good year. That's just as simple as it gets. But let's see. Hey Daniel. Kelly says, She's buying them for the boys, but yeah, they end up staying in her house. Exactly. We love this stuff. I'm guessing, Kelly, that your boys are not young kids either. Kelly says that the cotton balls have gotten her a lot of perfume sales. Hey, Rhea. Kelly also said that you can add the Christmas charm bracelet or you can interchange them with the new charms. Yeah, mix them up. Have fun with them. There's no rules on what charms you can or can't use, but it's a great way to build. And if they're like me, they can interchange them. I don't have it with me, but a lot of times for the chains, they have the a few years ago Avon had the holiday chain charms. So I swap them out. I keep the holiday ones and then I have the plain ones that I mix and match. So mix it up. See, yeah, Kelly's sons are 25 and 22 adults and they love the Star Wars stuff too. So we're all in the same boat. All right, so one of the good things about this new year is that notwithstanding of what happened in 2017, you now have a clean slate to start from scratch. Like from here on in, you could decide what's going to happen from here on out. You can start fresh. You're setting new goals. You make new decisions on what you want to accomplish and you make it happen. So I encourage you to set new goals. I feel like the biggest thing with New Year's is resolutions. Everybody makes resolutions and then by February everyone's forgotten about them. But so there are things that you can do to tie your resolutions in, tie them down so that you can accomplish them. So one of the things that I want to encourage you is to not just think about that you want a new sales goal, whether it's President's Club, Honor Society, etc., or not to just decide that you want a new leadership goal. Ambassador, gold ambassador, silver leader, gold leader, silver leader, executive, whatever that is. Don't just put that out there and say, yeah, I want to get to President's Club. Yeah, I want to be ambassador. Because that in and of itself, it's nothing. It's just a title. There's nothing there to encourage you to work at it on the days when you don't want to. But if you tie that title in, let's say it is to get to President's Club. Okay, well, what does it mean to you to get to President's Club? Is it the 40% discount? Is it the dinner and recognition from your friends and family? For me, it was the discount. When I realized how much I can increase my earnings, the difference that 40% made from 20%, twice as much as I was earning, I was like, okay, wait, that will put more money in my pocket. I could do that. It was also the recognition. I had always been fighting this uphill battle with friends and family because a lot of people didn't believe that anything would come out of the business. So I was looking for ways to just prove to people and prove to myself that I could do this, that this business was viable, that I could find success in it, that, I could, take it somewhere and do something with it. So those are things that motivated me. When I didn't feel like working the business, I was like, well, you can't quit because everybody's going to be looking at you and saying, I told you so. And I don't like the I told you so's. So that was my motivation to move forward. So whatever your goal is, it can't just be, yeah, I want to get to President's Club and yeah, I want to get to Gold Leader. It's got to have some more weight to it. It's got to have something there that will push you and motivate you, encourage you. You have to tie it in with a personal desire. It's got to be maybe family oriented. I love the stories that they share with us about representatives who really kicked their business into high gear, not just because they wanted to earn the extra income. Yeah, we all joined for the extra money, but because of what that extra money meant to them. I remember at conference, probably 2 years ago now, they told the story of a woman who she joined to earn the extra income. Okay, fine, but for what? She wanted a new car. Okay, that's great, but why? She wanted a new car because, and I don't know which representative this was. If you guys remember, please let me know because it was such an amazing story to me. But she was driving a beater car and she wanted to, I think her kids were embarrassed by it, so they would have her drop them off like a block away from school. So she wanted a new car so that she could drive her kids and have them not be embarrassed by her, so she could drop them off at school without them being like, Mom, we don't want to be seen with you. And that was the thing that really got her going and really got her encouraged. So what you want to do is find that THAT capital thing that in big bold letters is going to be your motivation. And like I say, it always changes, but we're just talking 1 year right now. Just bear with me. Let's see if we could just get 1 year going. See what it is that achieving a new title will mean for you. Is it just proving to the naysayers that you can do this? Whatever it is, as long as it's strong enough to keep you going, you will accomplish it, and you will keep, stick to your goal throughout the year, because this is the easy part, deciding what it is that you want to do. That's why everybody sets goals and resolutions, because it's easy to say what they want to do. How many people say that they want to go on a diet and they go to the gym 2 or 3 days and then they quit? The people who continuously go to the gym and achieve their weight gain goals. Now, I'm not the person that should be talking about going to the gym and dieting, because I'm not the one. Why? Because I don't care enough to want to lose the weight. But, usually when I do start going to the gym, it's because I don't feel good. Like I can't breathe, or I feel like I'm so out of shape that I'm getting lethargic. Then my motivation is not, go to the gym so you could bulk up and be super muscular. My goal is go to the gym so you don't have a heart attack on the train and die as a, 30 some odd year old college student, or so that you can keep going and hit the goals that you need to accomplish because you don't have time to be tired all the time. So you have to find what your goal is and what's going to motivate you. And it's going to be different for every person. So I'm not going to sit here and try and tell you what goals you should have, because your goals aren't going to be my goals. And that's why I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to share a lot of my goals with you. Not because I don't like you, or not because I'm trying to be secretive, but because you kind of need to set your own goals for yourself. And a lot of my goals aren't going to be relative to you and what you're trying to do in your business. I share my leadership and sales goals, but there are some personal goals that I have that you just won't be able to relate to. So hearing about it is not going to get you going. So I don't share. But it's got to be about you and your goals, your family. Is it to take your kids to their first family vacation this year? Is it to be able to take a week off from work? Is it to be able to attend maybe you missed your kids' Christmas play this year and you don't want to do that next year. You want to be there for that play. Maybe it's just that one day, but it means the world to you to be there. That is going to be your goal. And it may not motivate me or another person. Somebody else may not understand it. That's okay. It's not about them. It's about you and your goals. So set your goals, tie it in, give it that personal desire. Don't just say, I want to get to President's Club, or I want to get to Honor Society. You probably won't make it because it's not enough to get you going. And then when you get there, I've had so many people on our team who easily got to President's Club, just like it was nothing. I had to bust my tail to get there for the first time. But I've had people on my team who got there, they became a President's Club member, and they said, I don't want to do Avon anymore. Why? Because there was no real tangible personal goal that they wanted. It didn't mean enough to them. So make it mean something to you. Don't shortchange yourself by just saying, I want to do that because everybody else is doing it. And I know that happens. I know we get on here as Avon reps and we're like, I'm going for Honor Society and Rose Circle and Inner Council. And you're just like, I don't want to say that I don't want to go for Honor Society. So I want to go for Honor Society. Yay. And then by February, when everybody else has stopped talking about it, you're like, yes, because I really was just not going to make it. I didn't care about it enough. But if you care about it, then you will be the person like, I'm going, I'm tracking. Here are my goals. Have a chart for yourself. Put it somewhere that you can see it. We do dream boards a lot. We talk about dream boards. Sometimes a chart is good enough. Campaign 1, goal, $350, check. Campaign 2, goal, $350, check. Right now, Avon has that Avon Beauty Boss necklace. There's a different goal for each tier, but if you're not a President's Club member, the goal is, I think, $100 in sales if you're a contender. I know that I have to sell like $850 per campaign. But know your goal, because if you're running with people who are Honor Society above and they're talking about $800 goal and you're just started, you're going to be like, I can't sell $800. I don't want to do that. But your goal is not that. Your goal is different. So have your goals even with where you are in this business, but don't say to yourself, okay, because I'm new, I can't sell $800, because I see people doing that too. Because they want to do that level of sales, they're going out there and they're doing it. So don't let other people's goals be your goals just because it's somebody else's goals. Really find something that's personal to you that you want to accomplish, that you can use to motivate you. Write them down. Put them somewhere you can see them. I have my little journal notebook. My goals are in there. I write them down every morning. I list my 3 goals. I revisit them every day. And sometimes I'm having a day when I'm like, crap, I didn't do anything towards my goal. All right, fine. There's another day. There's tomorrow. I can always get there. The next thing you want to do is find an accountability partner, someone that you can share your goal with. People who share their goals, because you don't want to be the person who kind of reneges on your goal and says that you said it and then, didn't accomplish it. It kind of motivates you to work harder towards your goal. So find an accountability partner, maybe someone who's working on a similar goal with you. You guys can go out, do things, do customer searches, whatever it is. And revisit your goal often. Just, if you're doing your dream board or if you're writing down your goal every morning, whatever it is, keep coming back to it to kind of refresh your memory. But don't just look at it for the sake of looking at it like, yeah, I wrote my goal today, and, you're not making any effort to get closer. Write down your goal, make the effort to get closer each and every day. Track yourself. And one of the other things I wanted to talk about was to kind of take the training wheels, the glass ceiling, the lid off of your goals. A lot of times, as I said, as I was saying about the new representative, she might say, oh, I can't sell $800. Why? Because I'm new. All right. So don't put training wheels on your goals. You can accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish with your life and with your business. We have to stop. Like, really, and this is me talking to myself here. This was my revelation literally just this week. I put limits and lids on my goals and my achievements, and I am probably the worst person. Like, I have no reason to do that because I've seen amazing things happen for me in this business and in life. Like, things that when I first started, I never thought would happen. I mean, like, gosh, who would ever just win a trip to Tahiti at an Avon conference? I don't know. That's impossible, right? Avon just doesn't do that and just doesn't happen to representatives. Why should I go to RepFest? Like, there are so many things that we take ourselves out of the running for, and you hear me say this all the time. I'm giving you a clean slate to start all over again. Wipe away all the things that people have told you, all your past experiences, everything that you know to be true, is fact, doesn't happen. Wipe it clean. Get rid of it. Tell it to go away. All your friends, your family members who are telling you, no, you don't, no, you can't, that doesn't, that will never, how about, whatever, scratch it. Tell them to go away. Start fresh. Because one of the things I've noticed, and one of the things that we've been talking about, and that I've actually heard it a couple of times. So I always say I'm slow. It takes me a while for things to get into my brain. So sometimes I have to hear it 2, 3, 4 times before it really sinks in. And since the beginning of this year, the message has been to take those limits off of your dreams and goals. So I feel like, okay, this is speaking to me. So I'm sharing with you guys because I know there's going to be someone out there who's sort of in the same situation. But you cannot imagine the things that are out there for you. Carlos has a really good meme, and I shared, it's not a meme, but like a pictograph that I shared on my Facebook page. But I was like, this is the perfect representation of what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Because we imagine this for ourselves. Like, this is all that we're entitled to, that we've earned, that our family can afford, that is eligible, for Georgiana and for Jessica and for Annabelle. This is the world we live in. And there's so much stuff outside of that little circle. So, like, just peel off the barriers that we're putting up around our stuff and start thinking about the stuff that's around the circle. Now, I know I told you to think of your dreams and goals, and I know some of you got out there and said, yeah, I'm going to set a goal to sell $20 a campaign. And I know there's some of you, and when we do our trainings, anytime I'm talking to representatives and I'm like, okay, what are your goals? What are your dreams? And they say, I want to be realistic. And it's like my spirit falls. I'm just like, oh gosh, here we go. I feel like our being realistic is like right off the bat, this is us just shortchanging ourselves because we've already put the barriers up. realistic to us is, okay, well, this is what everybody else has accomplished. This is what the normal person accomplishes. This is what the average person accomplishes. This is what I can accomplish with my, not knowing anyone, not knowing anything. But who's to say that you can't go above and beyond that? Who's to say you can't break down those barriers? Who's to say that there isn't more in store for you? When I started, and my phone is going to die in 5 minutes, but when I started, I had no friends. I had no customers. All of my friends were other high school students. They had no money either. We were all looking for jobs. And everyone that I knew was in my immediate family. So I didn't have customers. I could have said, well, I'm not going to succeed in this. And I kind of shortchanged myself on a lot of stuff. But I could have said, okay, well, my goal is only going to be to sell and earn $5 because that's all I should be earning at my age and at my education level and at my friend skill set, whatever. But if I didn't push past that, I wouldn't have gotten to the place that I am now. So reevaluate your goals before my battery dies and I lose you guys. I know I gave you homework to set up new goals for 2017, but I want you to go back to those goals. Please revisit those goals and don't be realistic with yourself. Really imagine what it is that you want to accomplish and what you want to do in the next year. I want to hear the to the moon and back stuff. Because it is possible. Okay, yeah, no, maybe you will not get there. But what do we say? Reach for the moon, fall among the stars. If you can put together a plan to get to the moon, you'll get a lot further than if you make a plan to get to the corner, the grocery store, the bodega at the corner, So start setting those goals, please, for the moon. I want to start seeing some amazing, crazy stuff. I want to see the things that nobody deems as possible. And I want you guys to show people that it is possible because it's not possible until it's possible. Those of you who are on my team, I sent all of you that little quote by Audrey Hepburn. The word impossible means I'm possible. So, you break it down, I'm possible. So reevaluate your goals, revisit them, and set new goals for the new year. And I want to see them in our next call. So before I go, quick quote. Don't sell yourself short. I'm not a big, art of war person, but Sun Tzu says the battles are won/lost before you even begin. So a lot of us are fighting battles that we've already decided we've lost. So scratch that off, start fresh, set new goals, and really try to imagine what you can do and imagine new, impossible, possible stuff, if that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to a really great year with you guys, and our next call next week, same time, same place. We are back on our new schedule, and I'm looking forward to hearing all the amazing, impossible things that you guys are making possible. Bye, guys.